Good evening to everyone. Today we will start about last day we have completed about our statistics part 2 part. So we are come back to our new uploading video, that is statistics part 3. Okay. Part 3. In part 3 video you are learn about one new term related to statistics part. That what is the term? Grouped or classified data type. So group or classified data type are the data which are being subdivided into two part. What is the two part? That is discrete distribution or continuous distribution. That is discrete discrete distribution or another is continuous distribution. Okay, these two types of distribution. So at first we know what is discrete type of distribution and what is continuous type of distribution. In discrete distribution, if you take the digit as 0 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, these are discrete distribution type data. And in continuous distribution, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 means, see, these are discrete. Why? See, the upper class, the lower class, class means one digit to another digit. So, see, the lower digit is 0 and the upper digit is 10. Here, in this next para, it was become that lower digit 11 and upper digit 20. And in this para, the lower digit 21 and upper digit 30. So, you see, no similar item you cannot find to lower to upper or upper to lower. But in this continuous distribution, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, see, upper class is matched with lower class, upper class is matched with lower class. Means it is in continuous state. Okay, means it is in continuous state. So these are the basic difference between discrete distribution and continuous distribution. Our next topic is how to convert discrete to continuous distribution. Means you can do some in discrete distribution, but it is very difficult to use discrete distribution rather than continuous distribution. So we need to convert it with discrete distribution to continuous distribution. See, if the discrete distribution 0 to 10, 0 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 31 to 40, these all are written. Okay, so how to convert this discrete distribution to continuous distribution? How to convert? One adjustment factor is there. Means if you difference the lower limit of one class minus upper limit of previous class. How? Means this lower limit from this lower limit we have to subtract this upper limit. Okay, means from this lower limit you have to subtract this upper limit. How? You subtract 11 from 10. This is the first lower limit, this is the previous upper limit. Subtract and divided by 2. Okay, and divided by 2. You get 1 by 2 means 0.5. And after getting this result, you have to, after getting this result, you have to add this result with this upper limit, and you have to differ this result with this lower limit. Means what can you do? Here 0 means consider 1. Okay, here 0 means I told you that 1 consider 0 as 1, 0 consider 0 as 1 means 0 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 31 to 40. And add 0 point, add that 0.5 with this term upper portion and minus with the 0.5 with this lower portion. Means how? See the result. See the result. I told you to subtract 1 minus 0.5, it will become 0.5. Okay. 1 minus 0.5, it will become 0.5. 11 minus 0.5, it will become 10.5. 21 minus 0.5, it will become 20.5. And 31 minus 0.5, it will become 30.5. This lower portion becomes same. And next we convert to upper portion. 10 plus 0.5 means 10.5. 20 plus 0.5 equals to 20.5. And 30 plus 0.5 equals to 30.5. Okay. And 40 plus 0.5, 40.5. May I proceed to you all? See. After doing this, means this discrete distribution is equal to the tabular continuous distribution. So how to convert this discrete distribution to continuous distribution is over. So once more, discrete distributions are these. We have to subtract uppercase from lowercase from uppercase, lowercase from previous uppercase. Okay, lowercase from previous uppercase. Then we have to divide the result with 2, and the result we get after dividing both these things. After dividing these things, we have to deduct this difference with the lower cases and add with the lower cases with these upper cases. Okay. By this process, we can conclude that how to convert the discrete continuous to discrete distribution to continuous distribution. Okay. Up to this, am I proceed to you or not? You tell me. And this video I over now. I have to over now only. And after this video, I will also provide you a next video very soon. In that video, this continuous distribution and discrete distribution I hope that it will be clear to you all. After this, some terms are related to this. You have to know what is the term. I just know about, please follow to know about this true class limit, class size, class mark, and so on, frequency table. I will all explain you in the next video. So for this time, goodbye all of you. I provide you the next video soon only. So take care of yourself, and please keep a like and share and subscribe my channel. Thank you all of you.